Welcome to the Complete Stories series, where I take trade paperbacks and single issues and I break them down into digestible bites. I then read them dramatically back to you, allowing you to get a comic motion kind of thing going on. Motion comic, where I act out characters and I splice in some crazy music. Today, we're going to be concluding our run for Daniel Way's Deadpool, and it's going to conclude with the death of Deadpool. I didn't want to spoil it, but it's in the title, because that'll make you click the video. I'm not even gonna lie, I put it there for obvious reasons. This storyline's been very interesting. Daniel Way did a kind of LOL meme Deadpool, but he did it with a serious storyline in which Deadpool was tired of being immortal and he wanted to kill himself. Well, eventually he got rid of his own powers, and that happened a few storylines ago, and through the course of not having powers, he discovered that it was through the people in his life that he could live, and he needed to just be himself and live with no powers. Well, Deadpool has no powers and he's kind of crazy. Let's see what happens. In our last video, Deadpool came pretty close to actually dying at the hands of, well, himself. While fighting off every criminal with black in their name, Deadpool may have set himself on fire, giving himself some pretty nasty burns. But even coming out on top of that whole mess, it turns out that there are still some people not that happy with that, well, Deadpool's living. In a rather well-lit back alley, our hero Deadpool finds himself pleading his case that he is not the same man that he used to be. The old him is dead, and now he's just different. Heck, his whole outlook on life is different. He just isn't that guy anymore. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say? Deadpool hears the clicking of a gun and he sighs. Guess not. Looks like you just don't care. Or you don't understand, or maybe I don't understand. Considering I'm talking to a monkey, hit monkey to be exact. But while Deadpool tries to not die by the world's cutest and furriest assassin, over in Washington, D.C. at the FBI's Office of Public Affairs, Special Agent Allison Kemp resigns. Not because she is a tetraplegic bound to a wheelchair, but because she never captured Deadpool. Normally, that isn't something that someone would resign over. In fact, it all started 9 years ago when Agent Kemp went undercover working for an illegal arms dealer. The FBI was keeping tabs on the dealer, while an ATF agent was undercover with the sellers. Nothing was going smoothly until that night of the first deal, and that's when Deadpool showed up and literally brought the house down on top of Kemp. He left her trapped under the rubble while killing off everyone else, and that leads us back to the current time, where Deadpool is basically doing the exact same thing, except now he's shooting at a monkey. Deadpool asks Hit Monkey, "Do you even know why you're fighting? Hell, this probably isn't even your idea. It's that guy's, isn't it?" Hit Monkey grunts as he looks over and sees a man standing in a suit, and Deadpool says, "That guy over there, yeah, you could see him. I could see all kinds of wacky crap. Call it a gift or a mental defect, whichever is fine. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that bad things happened. Something really bad happened. Something hit so hard that it knocked everything out of that head. And that's when he showed up, right? To guide you? Two things I've learned from my experience. First, having a sense of direction isn't the same as being lost. And two, he's not real." Hit Monkey takes off his glasses and stares at the man as he fades away. He then rips off his tie with a loud "Hey!" And Deadpool yells, "Chill, homie!" As Hit Monkey screams and swings away. Deadpool thinks, holy crap, maybe the past is behind him now. Meanwhile, back in DC, Agent Kemp tells the board that she thanks them for giving her the chance to be a part of something that many people have only dreamed of. Though her time spent here has filled her with pride and honor, she must move on to the next chapter of her life, something that involves personal matters. 2 days later, those personal matters become apparent when she's quite obviously working on the death of Deadpool. It's just that this time, Agent Kemp has some outside help in the form of T-Ray and Slayback. But while this is being set up, weeks pass, and Deadpool begins to have the sudden realization while in the bathroom that it's been 2 weeks and he still looks all burned. The only good thing about his weird power situation is that his pinky apparently grew back. But hey, luckily he's still not dead, right? Back with Agent Kemp on her flying helicarrier, she tells T-Ray and Slayback that she has spent a lot of money upgrading and resurrecting both of them. For now, she'll test those enhancements by showing what can be done against a training simulation of Deadpool. T-Ray shouts, "We don't need no stupid training! We got all the training we needed on the job. We already know how to deal with that punk Deadpool." And Agent Kemp says, "Right. Well, that punk wiped the floor with both of you on every occasion. I'm the one who knows everything about Deadpool. I'm the one who spent over a decade studying every move that he's ever made. I'm also the one who made the training program. I've brought you back to life, so be assured that I can and will reverse that process if necessary." A short while later, inside of the training room, the simulation begins, and as Deadpool stands at the stage of a circle, he yells, "Welcome to the greatest show on Earth!" Deadpool jumps down shouting, "Oh, bang, 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 I'm banging you, silly!" Slayback gets ready to charge him, but before he does, the simulation Deadpool throws out 2 small grenades, knocking the 2 of them to the ground. As the smoke begins to clear, Deadpool calls out to Agent Kemp, asking if she would turn up the difficulty on these 2, because this is as easy as it's going to get. T-Ray jumps up, grabbing Deadpool, telling him that he should have never closed the distance. "Your ass is mine!" Deadpool drops some gas bombs, asking, "Your gas is mine? Okie dokie." As the simulation Deadpool continues to beat the 2 of them into submission, Agent Kemp turns off the program and says that they failed. Horribly. Try again. Back in the ground, though, Deadpool walks out of a diner thinking to himself that he should probably take on a job. Not paying for meatloaf is kind of scummy, and sorry he isn't going to cut it anymore. Speaking of sorry, when somebody wrongs him, he doesn't want a sorry, right? He should be getting even with them. He turns and kicks in the boarded doorway and yells, "What up, melon farmer?" Taskmaster looks up and says, "Aw, crap!" He reaches for his gun and Deadpool asks, "What do you got there? A wedgie?" As Taskmaster begins to shoot, Deadpool shouts, "Dude, it's not a wedgie! That's a gun! Why in God's name would you have a gun under your butt? Having a gun in there is dangerous!" Taskmaster shoots Deadpool's gun out of his hand, stating, "Shut up!" and ha! Deadpool, however, laughs at him, and Taskmaster then notices the grenade that was thrown next to him. The grenade goes off, burning Taskmaster up, and Deadpool walks through the smoke, stating, "How about we call it off with the guns and stuff for now?" Just then, Deadpool jumps through with a knife, and Taskmaster yells, "Wait, I'm sorry, Deadpool holds his knife to Taskmaster's face, telling him, "Really? Because I'm not buying it. Why did you come after me then?" And Taskmaster tells him, "Because you came after me!" Deadpool tells him, "I only came after you for a job." Taskmaster asks, "A job?" And Deadpool says, "Yeah, a mercenary job. We are mercenaries." "Wait, you thought this was about you selling me out to Black Box?" Taskmaster tells him, "Well, yeah." And Deadpool tells him, "I should, and I would. But the way I see it, nobody's ever going to forgive me if I can't forgive them." Taskmaster tells him, "That's actually, very mature of you, Deadpool." After letting out a disgusting fart and almost making Taskmaster throw up, Deadpool says, "How about we call it even while I get some information?" Taskmaster coughs, stating, "Well, a couple of my pals stopped by." A few minutes later, after Deadpool leaves, Taskmaster turns on the screen and tells Agent Kemp, "Okay, he just left. Now give me that money." Now, a short while later in the helicarrier gym, T-Ray and Slayback work out, getting themselves ready for Deadpool. Agent Kemp then comes in. T-Ray flexes, asking, "You come to see the gun show?" And Agent Kemp tells him, no, she's come with information that Deadpool is on his way. T-Ray asks, "On his way? You know what that means, right?" And Agent Kemp tells him, of course she does. Just then, the power of the helicarrier is turned off, and Agent Kemp finishes by stating, "He's already here." Slayback shouts, asking, "What are we gonna do? We're gonna die! We need to get off this damn ship!" Agent Kemp tells him that the parachutes are located in Storage E, end of the central corridor to the right. As Slayback runs out, T-Ray then asks, "Why would you tell him that? That was my partner." Agent Kemp tells him that he was going to die regardless. Better not take them down with him. Outside as Slayback jump, he pulls the pin on the parachute, except the parachute was actually a bomb. Deadpool laughs to himself, stating, "Ha ha! One down!" However, T-Ray called my bluff. He then flips the power switch back on, restoring everything to normal, stating, "I'm just gonna have to do this old school." Back in the gym, T-Ray knocks off one of the weights on the barbell, telling Agent Kemp to stay here, looking pretty while he goes and handles business. T-Ray begins to make his way through the hallway, but when he stops at the cafeteria, he pauses and kicks the door in. Deadpool asks, "How long are we supposed to wait after eating before I kick someone's butt? I really don't want to get a cramp. Besides, didn't I kill you once before?" T-Ray gets ready to fight, asking, "How's that working out for you?" And Deadpool laughs, telling him, "It's funny that you mentioned working out." T-Ray stops and looks at the barbell, stating, "No way. The barbell? You put a pipe bomb in the barbell? That's old school, man." Deadpool goes on telling him, "This is how it's gonna play out. You're gonna tell me who's bankrolling this whole thing, and you're gonna walk away." T-Ray asks, "What's this, negotiating? This is new for you. Is it because you lost that healing factor?" Deadpool pulls out the detonator, and T-Ray says, "Here's my counter offer. Go ahead and push it." T-Ray then punches Deadpool, knocking the detonator out of his hand, catching it, telling him, "Thank you. Now I'm gonna beat you to death with a bomb that you made." As T-Ray completely destroys Deadpool, Agent Kemp radios in that she would like for him to bring Deadpool topside. T-Ray picks Deadpool up and throws him out onto the ceiling, stating, "No problem." A few moments later, as Deadpool sits with the barbells wrapped around him, T-Ray asks, "What you think? I even put a bow on him. You can push the button if you'd like." Agent Kemp tells him, "No, thank you. I will observe from here. But before we finish things, I have something to say to you. My name is Allison Kemp. And many years ago, you caused an explosion that cost me the use of nearly my entire body. Despite my disability, I've risen to the ranks of both the FBI and Interpol. Those achievements, however, mean nothing to me. There's one thing that I've always wanted ever since that day, and that is revenge. Though my body shall remain broken, I will nonetheless be made whole by your death. T-Ray bursts out laughing, stating, "That's my cue. This is gonna be epic because no one could ever rig up an improvised explosive device like him." T-Ray pushes the button and there's a loud explosion. As debris falls, Deadpool looks back and Agent Kemp tells him that if the barbell was actually a pipe bomb, he would have triggered it while they were in the gym. A bomb rigged to look like a detonator? For that, you would need a psychological strike. That's why the bomb set up on her wheelchair is not a ploy. She will not be denied her revenge, even if it kills her. Deadpool sits there for a moment, and he begins to laugh. It serves me right. I should have offed you the first time around. How the hell did you even survive? Usually when I blow someone up, I really blow them the hell up. What's your name again? Agent Kemp begins to tell him. Kemp, Special Agent Allison. Deadpool stops her. Whoa, 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 whoa! You're a cop? Kemp then goes on stating that she was undercover when but Deadpool stops her asking, how the hell was I supposed to know you were a cop? You're probably with a bunch of really bad guys, right? Bunch of guys who deserve to get blown up? And I'm guessing you volunteered for that, right? Thought so. You rolled the dice and you lost. You're just pissed off because you can't walk is all. Blowing us both up isn't gonna make you whole, it's gonna make you dead. Jeez, lady, get your head out of your ass. A few moments later, Agent Kemp deactivates the bomb, stating that this has all been for nothing. Deadpool lets out a sigh of relief, stating, I can't believe that worked. But another voice tells him actually, it didn't. Become apparent to her that even if she killed him, sooner or later he'd come back. You know, like herpes, or me. Evil Pool shows up, telling him, because for some things, there's no cure. Deadpool says, wait, how? The serum! His evil doppelganger, made up of cut-off body parts of Deadpool, tells him, it didn't work, well, not permanently at least. Deadpool groans and Evil Pool asks, what's that look about? Is it disappointment or hope or what? Deadpool thinks to himself, that's why his finger grew back. Evil Pool then asks, what's going on in your head? How about we have a look? Evil Pool takes the gun and pulls the trigger. And that is the end of Deadpool. Or is it? And there you go. The conclusion to Daniel Way's Deadpool with the death of Deadpool. Now, we already know he comes back. Deadpool dies multiple times. Luckily, because of Deadpool's healing factor, each writer gets to basically kill Deadpool at the end of his run. So we, off the top of my head, have 4 different deaths of Deadpool because the next writer gets to revive him because he heals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to know what happens next, we've already covered it. It's the Jerry Dugan run, where he becomes more of a SADCON, gets a wife, joins the Avengers, that kind of a thing. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this storyline, and please consider subscribing to our channel if you want to get more Deadpool, because now we're going to be moving into some of his solo stories, like Secret Agent Deadpool and Mercenary Deadpool, and then we're going to be covering Scotty Young's new coverage of Deadpool, the newest writer to continue the name of Deadpool onward. So Deadpool's not going away, guys, even though he just died. Trust me. So please consider subscribing, and don't forget you can also find me over on our Patreon, patreon.com/Comicstorian, where for only $1 we give you early access to a lot of our videos. We give you special things like movie nights and stuff like that for a couple of the higher tiers. But for only $1, you do get access to about 5 different podcasts we create, from Conspiracy Cast, where we talk about some of your weirdest conspiracies, 3 Beers and a Topic, where we just talk about our lives while drinking some cool beers and talking about that, and then like our comic book review show and our comic book TV show review show and stuff like that. They're all on our Patreon and our Twitch, guys. But please, patreon.com/Comicstorian. Consider going there. It's how we're going to get through some of these troubling times that are up ahead. Anyway, I'll see you next time. I don't want to ask for anything else. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time right here at Comicstorian.